A decade into the 21st century, and America stands at an energy crossroads.
Think a little bit about what we've been doing lately.
iPods, computers, the internet.
We build new homes that are 1,000 square feet bigger than they were 10 years ago. Set-top boxes around the house. If you got two of them, you're running an equivalent of a refrigerator. Plasma TVs that use 2.5 times more energy than the old TV that we throw out.
The whole digital world that is really enveloping the sort of physical world in a way. And that's changed a lot in the last 50 years.
We're buying these digital photo frames for our homes, and if we put just one of those in every house in the United States, we have to build 5 new 250 megawatt power plants.
All of this stuff is dependent upon electricity.
The public has little or no understanding of electricity. They don't know what it is. They have no idea what it takes to bring it to them.
When electricity goes out, it's not just like it gets dark. Everything stops. The world stops. Our lives stop.
There's a button and they push it and stuff goes on. And when it doesn't, there's hell to pay.
Each one of us faces a challenge equal to the mobilization of World War II.
That's a huge project.
A complete transformation of our entire electrical system.
A project on the scale that humans have never faced before. Makes putting a man on the moon seem like walking down and getting a Slurpee at 7-Eleven.
Yet each choice has a catch.
The issues of energy, the economy, security, global climate change are tightly linked.
Political, environmental, social, economic.
We need energy in order to sustain ourselves in this society.
So what's the right way forward? Fossil fuels?
Continue to improve our quality of life.
Nuclear? Renewables?
Have the benefits of enhanced productivity in this nation.
Or is energy efficiency our way out?
I mean, it's just not even comprehensible on any scale of what we've done before.
There are no quick fixes, no easy answers. But solutions do exist. We just need to look beyond the light switch. Electricity. It's my job to write about it. And our modern way of life can't exist without it. I mean, think about it. It's not just about lighting up Times Square. It's about life without email, refrigeration, ATMs, even fresh water. Let's face it, without electricity, we're living in the third world. 2/3 of the planet does not have reliable power, and they want it. For the developing world, electricity is the key to the quality of life we take for granted. So now we're left wondering, is all this sustainable? Let's look at what has to be done. Over the next 40 years, we need to turn over our entire fleet of power plants, cut greenhouse gas emissions by 80%, completely update our power grid, while meeting an expected 30% increase in our demand for electricity. And we have to accomplish all this by the year 2050, give or take. That's the challenge for the US and the world. And each and every one of us has a part to play in this, hundreds of times a day. Every time we flip the light switch. Flipping that switch triggers a light-speed chain of events from your house to the power plant and back again. Simply put, burning fossil fuels, splitting atoms, even harnessing the wind spin giant magnets that generate electric current. But the current generated is too weak to make it all the way to your home. So outside the power plant, huge transformers with big magnetic coils hum as they pump up the voltage for the long journey. The current races through hundreds of miles of high-voltage wires held by tall transmission towers marching across the landscape. Within milliseconds, the electricity hits your town, and another transformer knocks down its voltage as it goes into the home stretch. So-called regulators make sure the electricity is high-grade, and just as important, uninterrupted. The electricity surges through the feeder line that connects your house to the world's largest machine, the electrical grid. A meter measures how much work your light bulb does with that electricity in a given hour, which is reflected in your bill. Think of it as a giant loop that, if all goes well, is waiting for you when you flip the switch. Nearly 50% of all the electricity Americans use comes from burning coal, approximately 20% from natural gas. Another 20% comes from the splitting of uranium atoms, 6% from water tumbling through turbines in a dam, and 4% from renewables, mainly the sun and wind. Then there's energy efficiency, which doesn't change the mix, just means we do more with less. The bottom line is, our energy mix will change, but there are going to be trade-offs, and our job is to explore how those trade-offs are going to affect the delicate balance between our energy security
the economy, and the environment.